What's up, guys? It's Attack on Samurai, coach of the Washington Samurais, and welcome to Week 14, Season 3 of the OBA. So, for this week, we're going to be having a rematch against the Los Angeles Lucarios, coached by John 2. So, pretty excited for this one. This is also the last game of the last week of the regular season. After this week will be playoffs, and this game will determine if we actually can make our playoff position. So yeah, so this game really matters for us. If we lose this game, then we don't make it to playoffs, which I mean isn't that much of a big deal. But if we do make it to playoffs, that'll be really nice. That'll be really cool. But anyways. So he's got the same stuff that he had during Week 7. Of course, Volcanion, Latias, Raikou, Mega Blastoise, Umbreon, Salamence, Aromatisse, Verzion, Escavalier, Golurk, Zangoose, and Mawile. So all the same stuff. So pretty much like I had said, Week 7. He's got a lot of special attackers. He's got a lot of hazard. He's got some hazard users. He's got some stuff. Got a lot of mons in his team that can set up, like Verzion, Scavalier, Aromatisse. Technically, well, Umbreon can't really. Yeah, Umbreon can set up. Umbreon, like pretty much half of his, pretty much half of his team has access to set up moves. So pretty dangerous in that. Salamence definitely. Week 7 was the most dangerous mon on his team. Mainly because I didn't really play that game too well, especially with Whimsicott against that Salamence and with that Outrage. Honestly, that was a very, very stupid play on my part for not getting rid of that Salamence sooner. But because I didn't do that, and because I didn't realize that, oh, it's locked into Outrage, I can just go into Whimsicott, I lost. So that's pretty much the reason why that game kind of went terrible. But not terrible, but we lost that game. And definitely, again, Raikou was still an issue. He actually didn't bring it last time, so there's a chance he may bring it this time. But before we talk more, let's actually get into the team builder. So this week, I'm bringing Big Bertha the Aggron, Puma the Suicune, Nappy the Gengar, Outage the Mega Manectric, Harmony the Whimsicott, and Queen Anne the Nidoqueen. So this team is actually somewhat similar to what I had during Week 7, except this time I don't have Hitmontop and what's the other one I have? I forgot the other one. But this time we have Aggron. We got Big Bertha and Nappy this week. Because I feel like those two are gonna put on the most pressure. Then Dragonite and Hitmontop they did in Week 7. Big Bertha, our Aggron, is going to be ran Choice Scarf. So pretty interesting. Jelly max speed, max attack, head smash, fire punch, iron head, and earthquake. Head smash because it's Aggron's strongest stat move. Plus even the monster that he has that resist it, that can resist a head smash, aren't really gonna take it very well. Fire punch to catch Escavalier, and also to catch Verzion on the switch in. Iron head stab move. Does a lot and has the potential to flinch stuff. And Earthquake, again, another strong move, and is super effective against Raikou and Volcanion if I can get them on the switch in. So yeah, the reason I wanted to run Twist Scarf Aggron was basically to outspeed Volcanion. Because Volcanion, like I had mentioned before, is probably the most dangerous mon in his draft. Volcanion, Salamence, pretty much again like I said before, the top half of his team is the most threatening in his draft. So yeah. So that deal with those stupid legendaries. But pretty much Twist Scarf Aggron is there to outspeed Volcanion if it has speed investment. Or Aromatisse, stuff like that. actually can't outspeed some mons. Like I don't think it since it's like base 50, I don't think it's gonna outspeed like a regular Gladius or a Raikou. Or I don't. It might outspeed Blastoise actually, because Blastoise is like base 78, so I think it should outspeed it. I may have to check just to be sure. So hold up, let me just check this real quick. Let's go to calculator. Let me actually import this set because I actually didn't really like check ahead of time if Aggron could outspeed Volcanion. But I guess now's the time to check. So let's actually import this set. Aggron. So we got Big Bertha, Triscar. Switch it against Volcanion. I'm pretty sure you can outspeed it if it's this set. So, I mean, well, if it's not invested, okay, so this definitely outspeeds it, of course. S-Mash definitely has a chance of OHKOing you. Well, not a chance, it will OHKO you. But I'm actually run Sturdy, just to be safe. Nah, Sturdy's kind of dumb, because, I mean, I don't really... Yeah, I think Sturdy's pretty dumb. I'm not going to go with that. But without speed investment, Aggron can actually outspeed this. So that's something that I definitely need to be aware of. Now if he's timid though, I'm pretty sure we still outspeed it. Yeah, I mean it's Choice Scarf anyway, but if he's a Choice Scarf user too, then he definitely outspeeds us. Even though I don't... See, Volcanion's just so weird, because it can be ran so many different ways, since it's so versatile. It can be ran Choice Scarf, it can be ran Specs. It's just, it's a little unpredictable. It's definitely a little unpredictable. But again, it does have, like, since it's pretty bulky, it can be, you know, ran with leftovers and stuff, so I believe that, actually, I don't think he brought it last game either. Yeah, I don't think he brought Volcanion, in week 7. Because I remember his team fairly well. I believe that week 7 he brought Salamence, Mawile. I think he brought Umbreon. I think a Scavalier was on that team too. I think Mega Blastoise was there, and I think Gladius was there too. Yeah, I think that was the team that he brought. Because I definitely didn't see him bringing Volcanion or Raikou. So yeah, that was a weird team he brought then. Actually, I think instead of Mega Blastoise, I think he did have Golurk. It was either Golurk or Mega Blastoise, but still, that was weird that he didn't bring that. But again, there's a chance he didn't bring it. But again, going back to Aggron, basically there to outspeed Volcanion or any of his mons that are, I guess, like a lower base speed or something. So now we're gonna move on to Puma, the Suicune. So Puma is going to be ran especially defensive with Rest, Toxic, Ice Beam, and Mirror Coat. So as you can see, Skull's not on there, which is pretty not normal for a Suicune. But I didn't really feel that Skull was that necessary this week. So just gonna be a Chesto, Resto set, Toxic, Ice Beam, and Mirror Coat. Toxic to wear down Volcanion, or to wear down Latias, wear down his bulky mons. Mirror Coat, so that way Suicune can live a hit from Raikou and hit it with Mirror Coat, and then Raikou just drops. That's just it, just drops. So that's pretty much straightforward. That's pretty much what Suicune's purpose is. It's just there to catch things on the switch in, Ice Beam stuff, Toxic, wear down his walls, and to recover health with Rest. So yeah, and also to tank special hits and retaliate with the Mirror Coat. So that's pretty much it for Puma. Now we're going to move on to Nappy, the Gengar this week. So Nappy is going to be ran Choice Specs, pretty standard set, Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Focus Blast, and Thunderbolt. Shadow Ball because it hits everything in his on his team besides Umbreon and Zangoose, since Zangoose has resisted is immune to it, while Umbreon can resist it. Sludge Bomb, because I can catch Aromatisse, and also has a chance of getting things poisoned. And since it's Choice Specs, it's gonna hurt a lot. Focus Blast, catch the Umbreon or the Zangers on the switch in, and Thunderbolt, since Choice Specs, and since it's Choice Specs, it's gonna do a lot of damage to the Mega Blastoise and also to Salamence as well, and to Volcanion. Even though a regular Shadow Ball will still be enough, or a Sledge Bomb, but Thunderbolt will just basically reassure that Volcanion will go down if it's not Assault Vest or anything. So yeah, and it's gonna be timid because again, he has a couple mons on his team that actually do speed type with Gengar, being Latias and Raikou. So those are two mons that I really have to pay attention for. And have to figure out, okay, if they're Choice Scarf or if they're something. But basically, those two mons are really going to be mons that I have to check. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Gengar. Now we're going to move on to Outage, the Mega Manectric. So Outage is going to be ran Timid, Max Speed, Max Special Attack, Overheat, Thunderbolt, Snarl, and Volt Switch. Overheat to catch the a Escavalier, and also to catch Virizion and Mawile. And still it does a lot of damage to mons that take it neutrally, like Aromatisse and Zangoose and such. Thunderbolt, stab move, gonna do a lot more damage than Nappy can with a Choice Specs Thunderbolt. Well, actually no, I think it'll do about the same, or maybe I think I'll do a little less, but still it's stab, so it's gonna do a lot. Snarl, this is mainly to catch his special attackers. So if like Raikou goes Miso, basically to wear down the mon's special attack. So if Latias goes for like a Draco, if I go for a Snarl, then Latias goes for a Draco, then Draco's going to do less damage. And also it does take that -2 as well. So Snarl is definitely going to be my savior this week, since again a majority of his team is special. But I do have to worry about Virizion if he does bring it, because Snarl will actually boost it. Will actually help it get justified boosted. So I really don't want that. So that's going to be one thing I'm going to have to fear when it comes with Snarl. And then Volt Switch to get the switching on stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Outage. Now we're going to move on to Harmony, our Whimsicott this week. So Whimsicott is going to be ran kind of weird. It's going to be like a semi-support. Mostly, no, it's kind of like a wall breaker, I guess. It's a mini wall breaker. Going to be ran with the Sun Spore, Knockoff, Moonblast, and Giga Drain. Also running the Life Orb as well, just so that way Whimsicott can get off a bit more damage on stuff. Sun Spore is there to actually kind of support Big Bertha, since Big Bertha is slow even with the Choice Scarf. So it was there to kind of like reassure that, okay, Big Bertha can come in pretty safely, go for a head smash on something that's paralyzed, and boom, that monster's dead. So basically, again, it's there for his faster mons like Salamence or Latias. And then Knockoff, that's also there to get rid of items, like if he runs Choice Specs, Raikou or something. But basically just get rid of items on stuff. Moonblast, stab move, gonna hurt Salamence a lot, and also gonna hurt Latias a little bit. And Giga Drain to reassure that I get health back after taking Life Orb damage, and also it does pressure Golurk and the Mega Blastoise as well. So that's pretty much it for Harmony. Now we're going to move on to Queen Anne, our Nidoqueen for this week. So Nidoqueen is going to be ran kind of like it's basically like a Stealth Rock Elite, max speed, well not max speed, but 202, 206 in speed, max special attack, a little bit of investment into HP, so that way Nidoqueen can at least live some hits from some of his mons. And also the Chuckaberry is there, so that way Nidoqueen can actually take an Earthquake from Salamence or Golurk, and then fire off with an Ice Beam or an Earth Power. Mainly Ice Beam, because Golurk and Salamence are both weak to it, but It's going to be kind of like a mixed set too, so it's going to be mixed with Fire Punch as well, just to catch Virizion or Escavalier on the switch in.